So let's bring our ball over with us and we're going to roll down on our mat. And let's start with some deep breaths as we roll our shoulders up, back, and down and lengthen through the shoulder blades. So feel how that happens down your back. And let's start to press the low back down and release. And find the tightness in your back and just kind of roll yourself there and stay there for a breath and then release that. And let's add on as we start to lift our hips just a little bit, squeezing the navel to the spine and releasing that, rolling down. And we're going to add the arms, so slowly reaching them up. And take your time as you roll down. And even notice your feet, how they press down and the toes lengthen. And let's do one more time, and we're going to hold everything up and take a few breaths. And feel the breath coming in your belly and opening up the belly and the solar plexus. And then we're going to roll the hips down and bring our hands behind our head and take the right knee to the left elbow. And let's go side to side. And then we're going to do one more time to each leg. And let's start to do regular crunches, lifting and lowering. And we're going to start to straighten the legs as we bring them up and put the toes down and keep going, using the breath. And a couple more. And let's turn this into those bicycles, elbow to knee, and stretch the leg out. And let's do one more to each leg. And then we're going to release, and we're going to put the feet down, roll the hips up. Take a few slow breaths and walk the shoulder blades closer together and stretch the back. And let's press the feet down even more and take another breath. And then we're going to use our ball. Let's find our ball and put it underneath our back. And let's bring the legs 90 degrees And we're going to just balance here for a second. Just kind of feel that. Let's reach our arms straight up over our chest. And take another breath. We're going to bring the arms over the head as the legs come straight out. And in. Arms back over the chest. And do a few more. And feel what's going on in the core. And let's start to, as we bring the knees in, we're going to straighten the legs up. Arms come down. And then we're going to bring the arms over the head as the legs go out. And we'll do a few of these. And two more. And the next time we're going to add on. So as we bring the legs up, we're going to lift the chest up, arms forward. So we're balancing on our shoulder blades. And let's do one more. And then we're going to bring the feet down, arms over the head, and do a big pelvic tilt here. Just kind of take the navel to the spine, and we're going to bring the arms to a goal post position. Take a breath and bring the elbows toward each other and open and close the arms. And keep that pelvic tilt so we're stretching through the hip flexors. And just one more time. And let's bring the arms down. We're going to roll the hips up again. And hold on to the ball so it doesn't roll away. Walk the shoulder blades closer. And take a couple more breaths. Stretching the back. And then put your back down again on the ball. And let's bring the legs straight up and point and flex our feet. And make those circles with the feet. And let's go in the opposite direction. And then we're going to take the toes toward each other. Kind of feel that stretch through the outside of the legs. And then go the opposite way, heels together, toes out. And let's try that again. Big toes touching, heels out. And then switch. And then neutral legs just straight up there and open and close. And a couple more. And let's add on. As the legs open, let's reach through the legs and then over the head as they close. And two more. And then we're going to bend the legs and hands behind our head again and do some more bicycles. See if we can stretch the leg out, and we're going to go slowly so we've got a balance. And one more to each leg. And let's put our feet down, arms come down. We're going to roll the hips up. Walk the shoulder blades closer together. And let's move the ball out of the way and bring the back down to the mat. And we're going to practice lifting our heels. So here we go. We're going to lift the heels up and down a few times, stretching the feet, keeping the toes down. And then let's release and come into an easy spinal twist. Just roll the knees over to one side as you look to the other and lengthen. Couple more deep breaths. And let's try the other side, rolling the knees over there, and then head turns to the opposite direction. And we're going to come back to the center and cross the right foot over the left thigh. And we're going to take that knee, right knee, to the midline and back out again. So outer hip, just a few times. And one more. And now let's roll the legs to the left so that the right foot comes down. See if you can hold the right foot with your left hand, reach the right arm out, and then up over the head as you take some deep breaths. So we're going to go up and out, just like a clock. And a couple more. An arm comes back out to the side. And we're going to come back to the center as we uncross the legs and then switch sides, left foot over the right thigh. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to bring that knee in as you press the ankle into the right thigh and out. So foot is pressing down. And just a few more. Nice and slowly waking up that left outer hip. And then let's roll the legs over to the right so that the left foot comes down. Hold it with your right hand as you turn your head to the left, reaching the left arm out. And then the arm reaches over the head and out to the side. And let's do a couple more. And take a deep breath. And we're going to uncross here as we come back to the center. Let's roll up again. So we're going to roll the hips up. This time we're going to walk the shoulder blades closer as we shorten it up. See if you can hold the feet or kind of near the feet as you lift the hips up. And one more breath. And let's slowly roll down. And we're going to bring our knees to our chest and hug the back of the thighs and make a deep circle here. Just roll the hips around and then in the opposite direction. And then let's put our left foot on the mat And we're going to take the right leg up. We're still holding behind the right thigh, pressing the hip down and lengthening the leg up. Now let's see if we can roll the hips up. We're still holding the right thigh. Take another breath and slowly roll the hips down. And we're going to switch legs. We're going to do the whole thing on the other side. So we're hugging the back of the left thigh. Take a deep breath and straighten the left leg up. Press the hip down. And let's try it. We're going to roll the hips up. And rolling back down. Really good. Let's release. And now we're going to roll over to the side and come on up. And let's sit cross-legged, crisscross applesauce, and see how our hips are doing. So we're going to start with this easy forward fold, hinging from the hips and lengthening, just like cat-cow. Let's walk our arms to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center. Let's come on up and reach the arms up. Lengthen. Right hand down and left arm over, and press the left hip down. And let's go to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over. And we're going to come back to the center and twist to the right, rolling the shoulders down. And twist to the left. And back to the center. And let's forward fold again, hinging from the hips, walking the arms a little farther away. And we're going to walk the arms to the right, breathing deeply. And over to the left. Back to the center, and let's come on up, and we're going to start some shoulder circles. So we're going to take the right shoulder up, back and away from us, up, back and down, and then the left, looking over the shoulder and breathing into the ribs, and keep going. Start to reach the right elbow up. So we're coming out of the waist as we do this. And now start the back stroke. So really leading with the whole shoulder. The arm follows the shoulder. And then we're going to start to go forward, leading with that arm and the shoulder. And feel the back muscles engaged. And one more to each side. And then both arms are forward. We're going to clasp our hands, reach them away from us, and lift the arms up over our head. And just take that deep breath, lengthening the arms. And we're going to reach the arms out to the side, flip the palms up, turn the head to the right, and then over to the left, back to the center. We're going to take our hands and put the fingers behind the head, or hands just lightly. Lean to the right, keep the shoulder open, and over to the left. And back to the center. And let's reach both arms up again, and then again out to the side. We're going to repeat this. We're going to flip the palms up, bend the arms, lift the right arm up, pull something off of the ceiling, bring the arm back down, and then the left. Really good. Let's reach the arms forward. So rolling the shoulders down, we're sitting up tall. Now we're going to clasp our hands in front of us, lengthen the arms, and reach them up over your head. Take that deep breath. And release the fingers. Twinkle, twinkle, little star fingers. Kind of move the fingers around. And when they get out to the side, we're going to do some circles with the wrists. Just move your fingers around, kind of like we do with our toes. And then try that in the opposite direction. It'll be good for our pickleball players. Really good. Let's try another side stretch. Right hand down and left arm over. See if you can lengthen the right arm out even more as you press the left hip down. Breathe into the side. And then as we come up, we're lengthening and windmilling the arms over to the other side, left hand down, and reach the right arm over. And keep sliding the fingers out, so we're lengthening the waistline. And then we're going to come back up. And let's reach forward one more time, hinging from the hips, releasing the head. And 3 more breaths. Really good. We're coming up, twisting one more time to the right, rolling the shoulders down. And then over to the left. And back to the center. And let's come on over now, hands and knees. And we're going to do those cat-cows. So we've just opened up the shoulders. So really feel the movement of the shoulders as you do these cat-cows, the shoulder blades. And now we're going to come to our neutral spine, and let's sit back into our child's pose and reach the fingers and arms forward. And then walk the arms to the right and over to the left. Back to the center and into our puppy pose, lifting the hips up and shifting the hips away from you for 3 more breaths. And coming down into sphinx on our belly. And feel how the shoulder blades now are rolling down your back a little bit more as you lift your chest. And now we're going to lift the hips up, half arm plank. And we're going to come back to our child's pose. And then downward dog. And let's press each heel down. Watch the feet as you press the heels down. Watch the anatomy of your feet. So you could see if you're kind of rolling that heel out. Let's do one more to each foot. And then we're going to lift up both heels and bend the knees. Take a deep breath. And let's walk to the top of the mat. And we're just going to bend and straighten so we come deeper into the hips. And let's come all the way up, reaching the arms out and up. Hands to our heart and roll the shoulders down. Let's twist to the right and then over to the left, back to the center. Inhale up, forward fold, and step the right leg back. And here we're going to bend the right leg and straighten. And let's do a couple more. We're going to go into that calf muscles, the Achilles. And then let's step back, downward dog. Right leg lifts up and steps forward. And the left. Let's come halfway up, forward fold and inhale up. Hands to our heart and roll the shoulders down, twist to the left and then over to the right. Back to the center, inhaling up, forward fold, and left leg steps back. Take a breath, and we're going to do the same thing here, bending the left knee and straightening. Couple more times. Waking up the back of the leg. And then step back, down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward, and the right. Halfway up, forward fold and inhale up. And hands to our heart. So now we're going to take the right big toe forward, right leg forward, toe is pointing down. Take a breath, and we're going to take the leg behind us, point the toe. Let's try it again, just the right leg, right toe forward, and then back, and right foot down. We're going to switch. Let's do it on our left leg, pointing the left toe, taking the leg behind us, and then forward, and back, just with that pointed toe, and then left foot down. Let's inhale up. Exhale, diving down. We're going to step the right leg back and lift the left arm up in our twist. Come back to down dog. Right leg lifts up, steps forward, and the left halfway up, forward fold and inhale up. And then hands to our heart. This time, let's take the right knee up. And we're just going to do one can-can. Stretch the leg out and in, right foot down, controlling the movement, and then the left knee up. One slow can-can out with the leg in, left foot down. Inhale the arms up, forward fold, and left leg steps back, right arm up in our twist. And let's come back to down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And the right, halfway up. And let's hold here, rolling the shoulders down. Take another deep breath. And forward fold. Inhale up. And goalpost arms. So we're going to bring our right knee up and hold. And then let's take it back for warrior three. And we're going to bring it back up in front of us, goalpost arms. And right foot down. So now you know what we're doing on this other side. Here we go. Left knee up. And then left leg back, warrior three. And let's bring that knee up in front of us and goalpost arms. And then left foot down. Let's come into Utkatasana. And we're going to hold. We're going deeper into the hips, coming a little lower. And then a forward fold. Let's step back and we're coming into downward dog. 3 breaths. And now we can really lengthen the spine. And we're going to lift the right leg up behind us and come into high lunge. Let's step the right leg forward, arms reach up. And twist to the right, cross the arm over, hands together. And let's come back up to our high lunge, reaching the arms up, helping us with balance. And then back to our down dog. And we're going to switch, left leg lifts up. And then bring the leg forward and coming into our high lunge. Twist to the left, cross the arm over, hands together. And now let's lift them back up, reaching out and up. Take a couple more breaths. And then we're going to come back to our down dog. And let's feel the lengthening here. So as we press the palms down, one more time, notice the shoulder blades can kind of move a little bit here as we press the palms down, helping the back to stabilize. We're going to come into our plank, and we're going to do some mountain climbers. One knee down and then the other. And then let's come into our chaturanga. We're going to come all the way down. And let's reach the arms over the head. And here we're going to stretch the fingers away from us, roll the shoulders down. Bend the right leg. Let's lift the leg up and lower just 5 times. And then put that leg down and switch. And here we go with the left one, lifting and lowering 5 times slowly. And then bring that leg down. And let's see if we can really lengthen. We're going to point the toes, stretch the arms. And then let's walk the arms down and put our hands underneath our thighs. We're going to point the right leg and the right toes, Lift the leg up, lower down, and then the left. And let's lift everything up and hold and take 5 breaths. See if you can lift a little higher. And 1 more breath. And let's release. And now we're going to bring our hands underneath the shoulders, but hover the hands. And we're going to lift and lower just the chest up and down, cobras, 5 of them. And 1 more. And then let's press back to child's pose. And we're going to take 3 more breaths. And let's sit up on our heels and roll the shoulders down. Feel the circulation in your body. And then we're going to twist to the right. And twist to the left. And we're back at the center, right here, hands on our thighs. Let's clasp our hands behind us and roll the shoulders down and bring the navel to the spine as you squeeze the legs together. And 1 more breath. And we're going to release the hands and walk the arms forward, regular child's pose to lengthen. And let's try some iguanas right here. Now that our back is more open, we're going to bring the hips forward and look up and come back to child's pose. And a couple more. And last time. So now we're a little longer in our child's pose. Let's come back to downward dog. We're going to take 3 more breaths. Let's lift our right leg up. We're going to step it forward to warrior 2. And we're lengthening a little wider. And we're going to start by bringing the right fingers down, hover them down as the left arm reaches up, and feel how the shoulder blades are lengthening here. So we're rolling the shoulders down, and then we're going to come into reverse. Left arm down, right arm up. And let's bring both arms out to the right and breathe. And we're going to slide the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Keep reaching the left arm over. Now let's bring our left hand down to the mat, and we're going to bring the right arm up in our twist. And then dragon and 5 push-ups. One more. We're going to come back to our side angle pose, And the right fingers are down or hovering, left arm up. Let's come back to warrior two and take 3 more breaths. Trikonasana. And let's come all the way back up. So we're going to come into our wide-legged pose here, reaching the arms up. Let's take our right arm down and reach the left arm over. And then switch sides, getting a little longer. And then we're going to reach up and slowly bring the arms down to the mat. So we're going to go side to side with the legs, transverse lunges. And back at the center, stretching the legs to make sure that the arches are lifting in your feet. 1 more breath. And let's come all the way up, reaching up for a back bend. And come into warrior two, turning our left foot out. And come a little deeper, a little longer. And we're going to slowly bring the fingertips, they're not going to touch, but the left fingers down, reach that right arm over. And then we're going to come into our reverse pose, right arm down, left arm up. Now let's take both arms over to the left. And then we're going to slowly bring the left fingers down to the mat. Keep reaching that right arm. Then the right hand comes down, and let's reach the left arm up. And then dragon and 5 push-ups on this side. And 1 more. Let's come back to our side angle pose and reach the right arm up. We're going to come back to our warrior two and take 3 more breaths. Straighten our left leg, Trikonasana. And then let's come all the way up, and we're going to clasp our hands over our head, reaching the arms up, and lean to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center. Let's clasp our hands behind us. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. And then let's come all the way up and reaching the arms up. Take a deep breath in our back bend. And let's bring our hands to our heart and turn our feet out for goddess. And open and close the arms. Lean to the right, over to the left, back to the center, and take another deep breath. Let's inhale up, come back to down dog. 3 deep breaths. Now we're going to come forward to an up dog, lengthening the legs. Back to down dog. Now let's lift our right leg up. We're in a 3-legged dog. Let's take a couple of breaths here, pressing the left heel down. Then we're going to switch legs, right foot down, left leg up, 3-legged dog. And let's bring our left foot down. We're going to walk to the top of our mat. And let's hold our elbows, take a few breaths. And then releasing the arms, come all the way up. Hands to our heart. And we're going to try our dancer pose. Let's lift the right knee up, hold the right foot, left arm up. And let's come into warrior 3, take the right leg back. And let's see if we can come into a forward fold here. You could bring your fingertips down to the mat. And then step the right leg forward. We're in a forward fold. Let's come all the way up, reach the arms up. Hands to our heart. Take a deep breath. And as we press the right foot down, let's come into dancer, holding the left foot. Right arm comes up. And then warrior 3, left leg back. And into our forward fold. So it's kind of like a counterweight with that leg up. And then we're going to bring the left foot down, come into that forward fold right. Take another deep breath. And all the way up, we're going to reach the arms up. Hands to our heart. And let's clasp our hands behind us and roll the shoulders down. Just feel your posture as the whole foot is pressing down. And we're going to bring the right foot right behind the left one, so the big toe touches the heel. Take a deep breath, shoulders are rolling down, and then step the left one back there, big toe touches the right heel. And now releasing the hands, let's come into a regular Tadasana, feet hip width apart. And we're going to come all the way down to our squat. And let's take a few breaths. And if you can, press the palms together. And we'll take 3 more breaths. And we're going to come down on our bottoms and roll all the way down, knees to our chest. And let's come into happy baby, holding the feet, ankles, whatever you can grab as you press the hips down. And 3 more breaths. And then we'll bring our feet together, Baddha Konasana. And keep rolling the hips down. And let's bring the feet down just like this to the mat. And we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana. And bring the arms in a goal post position as we do this pelvic tilt, pressing the feet together and breathing. And a couple more slow breaths. And notice if there's one side that's more open than the other side. And let's take 2 more breaths, pressing the feet together. And now we'll bring our arms down so we could press the legs together and put the feet flat on the mat and roll the hips up. Walk the shoulder blades closer together. And let's take 3 more breaths, pressing the feet down. And we're going to gently roll the hips down, and let's slowly take the knees over to one side as we gently look to the other side and breathe. And then we're going to roll the hips over, roll the knees over to the other side and breathe. And one more breath. Let's come back to the center and bring the legs down for our final pose of Shavasana, and feel the whole back, the hips, the shoulders relaxing on the floor. And as you close your eyes, feel the breath as it gently comes in all over your body. Feeling the circulation of energy. And this energy is coming into each cell and each molecule. And feel the breath as it comes in, and wish yourselves good health, harmony to all of our cells, all of our molecules. And feeling this peace as it comes out of our heart area for our homes, our families, and communities. And widening this peace to include our brothers and sisters everywhere, all over the world. Wishing peace and tranquility. Now we're going to slowly begin to deepen our breath, and let's wiggle our fingers and toes. And we'll reach our arms over our head and stretch. And roll to the side. And let's make our way up to our seated position. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart and seal in our practice today together. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. So glad you feel better, Pam. I hope you still feel better after yoga. Yes, that's a good thing. Okay, everybody, have a good day.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.